everybody, welcome back to Made at Midnight, and this is the most insane FB I have seen in C1 CWL. Headshots is going to take out the Rage spell tower, he's going to take out both Fire Spitters, he's going to take out the Invisibility spell tower, he's going to take out both multi-Inferno towers surrounding the Rage tower, and he's going to take out the Clan Castle and the Scatter Shots. So he used 3 rocket loons to take out the air defense, just to the right of the Warden. And in doing this, now his Warden will path to the left. And now there's a channel between 6 and 3 that has no defenses, so he will not have to worry about putting invisibility spells anywhere from 6 to 3. So his Warden's working left, he's got the Angry Jelly, trying to clear out as many defenses as possible between the Warden and the Rage Tower. Angry Jelly effect wears off. Now the Warden will stay on the outside of the base when he invisibility spells the defenses that he needs to target this Rage Tower compartment. Drops down the Invis, drops down 2 EQs, FB, and wow, what a perfect fireball. And now he can just let his Warden work north, take out the Town Hall, take out these enemy heroes. Just an amazing hit by Headshots. So now he's got his BK, his AQ coming in from the right at 3. Monolith unfortunately targets the AQ. Going to drop a freeze on the Monolith. Warden's still working. The multitasking in the strat it's really quite something, especially at C1 CWL. Drops in some rocket loons, takes out that builder hut, helps keep the defenses that the Warden will be targeting from repairing. AQ goes to ability. He's got the Giant beating through the walls. Super Minions helping reinforce his heroes. Takes out the Ricochet Cannon. Warden next to the Town Hall. Goes ahead, rages the Warden, keep the Warden alive. RC from the left, picking off, outranging these defenses. Warden takes out the Minion Prince. BK goes to ability. Opens up the walls. Base is absolutely wrecked. What a fireball. Awesome hit by Headshots. Alright, so here we have Qsir, and he's in C3 CWL. And these are the kind of bases that you can come by in C3 CWL. That is the perks of C3 for C1. A lot of these bases can absolutely be destroyed. Notice this Fire Spitter facing away from the right side. So sneaking in the Flame Flinger to take out everything by it. Drops in some Invis, and he put an Invis right in front of the Warden, anticipating some Teslas. Takes out that entire compartment directly in front of the Warden. Drops in some Testloons, followed by some healers. Flame Flinger over at the right, still doing a bunch of work. Multi-gear tower within range, Ricochet Cannon within range, Fire Spitter within range. So excellent base identification. Also, the Flame Flinger is the most powerful siege machine in the game. It was the most powerful at Tunnel 15, most powerful at Tunnel 16, and it's still the most powerful at Tunnel 17 because it gives you free buildings. He's going to take out this entire 3 o'clock, both of these compartments, just with the Flame Flinger. So now he's got Warden at the left, just making sure Warden stays alive, under Rage. Got the Sneezy, using the projectiles to test for some red air bombs, keeping these healers alive. Wall break here down at 6. Wondering if he's planning on meeting up. Yep. AQ with the giant arrow to trigger the invisibility spell tower around the Town Hall. Excellent call with that. Now the AQ is pushing up, sending in the BK to help tank for her, and the Warden steps up and lends the AQ and the healers some Rage Vial to keep the AQ healthy and make the AQ's damage that much stronger. Projectiles pull out a super drag from the Clan Castle, so AQ's going to have to deal with that, and that's the dangerous thing about the projectiles from the Sneezy. If the AQ would have continued going to the right, it might have made it so that the super drag targeted the healers, but he used his EQ boots from the BK to open up the walls to make the AQ path straight to the Town Hall, so she didn't go to the right, so she was able to target that super drag. Now the BK, AQ, finishing off the base. He's got super minions, cleaning up. 5 spell, space, swag, RC, and a few troops. Awesome hit, awesome base recognition by Qser. And this is a very common base, so whenever you see this base, just remember FB, meet up with AQ, BK, you can absolutely destroy it. So here we have Win doing a Root Rider attack, and he's going to Spirit Walk from 12 to 3, from the Wizard Tower at 12 to the top Archer Tower at 3. And in doing so, he's going to clear out the defenses of these top 2 compartments at the right. And then he'll be able to straight shot his Root Riders from the mortar to the left into the ricochet cannon and go straight to the Town Hall. Takes out this poison spell tower. We won't have to deal with that later. I'm going to take out the bomb tower. And notice he's out of the range of the Town Hall Giga Inferno. So even though he encountered a poison spell tower and a bomb tower, he's able to keep his Spirit Fox alive. If you're doing the Spirit Walk and you're anywhere close to the Town Hall, a lot of times, as soon as your RC becomes briefly not invisible, the Giga Inferno will lock on, trace your RC, trace your Spirit Fox. It only takes 2 to 3 shots to kill your Spirit Fox. So excellent job clearing out those top right compartments and keeping the Spirit Fox alive. Great base recognition again. And that's what this channel and these recaps are all about, is base recognition and making the most out of Clash. So now he's coming in with the Root Riders just to the left of where the RC went, clearing a funnel at 9, the opposing side where his RC cleared. AQ is able to deal with the ice golems that he lured with the RC, so his Root Riders don't have to encounter them in the center of the base. Root Riders push up towards the Town Hall. Typically a lot of traps near the Town Hall, so he goes ahead and uses the Eternal Tome. Now he's protecting his Root Riders from typically a lot of giant bombs, and more specifically a lot of red air bombs that could take away his healers. Healing Tome, healing up his healers, healing up the Root Riders, healing up his entire army. And notice where the overgrowth is. It's at the right corner, so his Root Riders push down south towards 6, where his AQ is, so they can benefit and tank for each other. You want to synergize your army as much as possible to get the most out of your troops in whatever raid you're doing. So AQ still funneling on the outside, keeping these Root Riders on the inside. RC, Hog Puppet. Hogs are excellent to help distract and overwhelm a monolith. Hog still healthy. Finished off the monolith. Great hit to win. So here we have Golden Boy, and he's going to be doing a Yeti Clone Blimp drag attack. Also, check out this golden giant arrow shot. Takes out both of the air defenses on the left side. That is not an easy shot. So clumps up the drags around the AQ. The drag serves to help tank for the AQ and push forward and hopefully eliminate some of the defenses that are targeting the AQ, like this 9 o'clock Expo. So dragons push up, Blimp becomes non-eternal, Yetis come out, right in the core of the base, clones, rage, absolutely demolishes the core of the base, and now his drags have 2 narrow channels, 1 on each side, that they can overwhelm with their numbers. Also, notice how they're helping to clear the defenses for his AQ on the left side. He's got RC at 3, sneaking in towards this Expo and multi-archer and tower. And when the RC goes invis, the 3 drags take the shots from the multi-archer tower. RC goes to ability, Rocket Spear for the Town Hall. AQ still pushing down here towards 6. Base absolutely crushed. The Yeti Clone Blimp strats are OP, and if you're looking for a very safe and strong CWL strat for June season, this is the strat to learn and master. Clump up the drags around the AQ, Warden ability, Blimp, Yeti Clone, destroy the core, create some nice channels. Alright, so here we have Amethyst. He's running the Haste Vial. He's going to work in and take out this 12 o'clock compartment, going in against 2 bomb towers. Bomb Tower narrowly hits the Spirit Fox, just barely. Goes ahead, pops the haste vial, chews through the 12 o'clock compartment, takes out that multi-gear tower. Working to the left, notice the Giga Inferno shots from the Town Hall raining down on the RC and the Spirit Fox. This can be very dangerous when you're doing a Spirit Walk anywhere close to the Town Hall, especially if there's Rage Towers next to the Town Hall. So he clears out enough for a funnel, recalls his RC. Spirit Fox is still alive, which is very nice for doing a Spirit Walk through 2 bomb towers next to the Town Hall. Go ahead, uses his AQ ability. Giant comes out, creating a nice funnel over here at 3 o'clock for his Root Riders to path through this narrow channel at the right and go towards the Town Hall and the Clan Castle. He's using Minion Prince with Dark Orb and Henchman Puppet. I believe Henchman Puppet, that or Metal Pants. It might be Metal Pants. Warden Eternal Tome was able to save his Eternal Tome a long time into the raid. Got some Root Riders hitting on this Town Hall, but Root Riders really don't do too much damage. You need Valks in behind your Root Riders. Got some Ice Golems from the defensive CC stalling up the raid. Clips everything. Does a little bit of a shank with the Dark Orb. He is running Henchman Puppet. Freeze down on the scatter shot and air defense. Now sending in a bunch of super barbs at the left side to keep all his troops, specifically the Valks behind the Root Riders. Now he's also got the Giant in tanking, and base is completely wrecked. This is also one of our C1 clans. Awesome hit by Amethyst, awesome base recognition, great play. Last 2 remaining defenses, 2 storages, awesome hit. Here we have Lejono, and he's going in with the Spirit Walk drag attack. And after the Warden Eternal Tome rework, where troops will only remain eternal underneath the Eternal Tome, whereas troops that leave the Eternal Tome will only be eternal for 1 second after leaving. And this will be the strongest drag attack after the Warden rework. This is already the strongest drag attack in hard mode. When you are watching any of the pro matches, they're never using the Yeti Clone Blimp version, they're always using the Spirit Walk version. So he's just creating a funnel with Spirit Walk, trying to keep the Spirit Fox alive as long as possible so he can benefit from the invisibility of the Spirit Fox. Sends the AQ, clears some of this trash at the right, takes out an air defense, and now he can send his drags in from the left. Uses AQ to help funnel the drags right into the Town Hall. He's also running the Stone Slammer to help soak up some damage for his dragons. Stone Slammer unfortunately gets locked on by this single target Inferno Tower. Doesn't matter, uses the Eternal Tome. Puts a Rage on the drags to help take out that single target Inferno Tower faster. And the nice thing about this strat is if your RC goes down and you have remaining invisibility spells, you can use them on your AQ, as he just did down here at 6. AQ unfortunately goes down to the Ricochet Cannon. He's got 2 archers remaining, and a really cool trick that he could have done is you put the 2 remaining archer towers on the exact same tile, and 2 housing space is all it takes to lure your healers. So you see how his healers are down here at 6, not doing anything? If you would have put both of those archers on the exact same tile, he could have lured those healers through the base to soak up traps for his drags and to distract some of these remaining defenses. And that's something you can pre-plan ahead. When you're doing your drag attack, find a building on the outside of the base that you can drop 2 archers on that is out of range from defenses. So if your AQ does happen to go down and you have healers just sitting there, you can lure them over with 2 archers and help soak up traps for your dragons. Awesome hit to Lejono. Alright, so here we have Kupo, and he's doing a Super Witch attack. Really like seeing these Super Witch attacks. He's going to Fireball. Take out this, yeah, look at this compartment right here. This is also C1. So a lot of people running a lot of crazy bases, trying to throw people off. But he's going to absolutely dismantle this base. He's got the Sneezy with the projectiles, helping to test for traps. The projectiles, they do freak me out a little bit though, because see this clan castle? If the projectiles were to go in, say, towards this fire spitter, they could lure out the clan castle and lure some fire mites towards the healers. And it only takes one fire mite to kill your healers. So Sneezy is great for soaking up red air bombs, as long as the Sneezy is behind your Warden and the projectiles are going the same direction as the Warden. But if the projectiles go the opposite direction of where his troops are moving, then they can pull the CC troops. So he pulls the CC troops, has some ice golems, uses the AQ to create a funnel, pushes the super witches into the core. Town Hall's down, just dealing with these ice golems. Puts down a jump. He's going to send them to the remaining invisibility spell compartment. Got a monolith in the center that he's going to have to deal with. But the awesome thing about that invisibility spell compartment was once it went invisible, it got all his troops to target the monolith. So now they deal with the monolith right away, come back to the invisibility spell compartment, and now can deal with them, and they're not under poison, they're not under rage, because they were just invisible. Last difficult remaining defense, single target Inferno, easily going to overwhelm that. All of his witches still left alive. Big boys tanking, RC coming around the outside. Base is absolutely wrecked. He's got RC ability, 2 spells left, and this base is absolutely wrecked in C1. So great base recognition to Kupo. And that's the very nice thing about the strat. You have the big boys, super witches in the core, RC wraps around the outside. Big boys, super witches distracting for the RC. Absolutely demolished. Awesome hit to Kupo. Here we have Crosby, and he's coming in with some super hogs. I really like watching Crosby's super hog hits. A lot of times when there is an invis compartment, he will do the zap super hogs, and that's really fun to watch. So coming in, he's going to eliminate this 9 o'clock compartment once they create some pathing for his super hogs, and also for his hero push. Pulls his super drag, ice golem, trying to get these defenses out of the road before he encounters them. Gets everything he needs, recalls back. And now he sends in some Yetis to create a funnel for his heroes. Drops a skeleton spell to distract this single target Inferno. Wall break so his heroes can go into this compartment. And the dangerous thing about this compartment is there's only one defense in there. So if that defense gets destroyed, the BK will leave that compartment. It's ideally, if you can, you like to send your heroes into a compartment that's got a bunch of defenses, or a big compartment that has more than one building. Everything works out great. Is able to use the EQ boots, open up all this pathing towards the core. Log launcher starts doing some cool moves, pushing right towards his town hall, and wow, these Yetis are going to go right to the town hall. Uses the Eternal Tome over the Super Hogs. Town hall goes down, drops a heal, and the base is already wrecked. Like, completely destroyed. Another heal for these Super Hogs. And the Super Hogs are tanking for everything. Also, he's got the Life Gem. Important to note, you want the Life Gem and the Healing Tome on your Warden. Life Gem gives not only the Super Hogs more health buff, but it also gives the Riders. And then when the Super Hogs and the Riders get hit by the defenses, the Riders and the Hogs get another buff. So it's a 2-for-1 special. Also, he's got the Poison Lizard on the Warden. Poison Lizard helps with skeleton spells and enemy defensive clan castles and enemy heroes. Giant from the AQ. Base absolutely wrecked. Look at all these Super Hogs left. Just doing some cleanup now. Awesome hit to Crosby. Thanks for watching, guys, and catch you next episode.